Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you. It's for Tuesday, the 21st day of July. Here we go. I want to actually give you a list of this time today of all the things that you're allowed to learn on Tisha B'Av. We don't learn regular portions of Torah because they bring us too much joy into our lives. So we learn these portions that deal with sadness on the day of Tisha B'Av. Here they are. First of all, you're allowed to learn the book of Eov, which is a very, very trying story about someone who was tested by God and suffered a lot. We're also allowed to learn Yirmiyahu, the portions that foretell the destruction of the temple. Of course, we're allowed to learn Eicha, that's the special Megillah that we read on Tisha B'Av. You're allowed to study it and get all of its deeper meanings. You're allowed to learn the third parak of a Masechta called Moed Katan, because that has the laws of mourning, sadness inside of it. The most famous thing that people learn is the Gemara in Gittin on Daf Nun Vav till Daf Nun Ches, which basically tells a lot of the stories of the destruction of the temple. Also, you can learn the Gemara in Sanhedrin on Kuf Dalid, which tells the stories of the destruction of the temple. Also, you're allowed to learn from the book of Josephus, which tells the history of the destruction. In English, there's a very wonderful little book called The Story of Tisha B'Av. You can buy that in any good Jewish bookstore, and it has in English all the easy everything that happened, everything you need to know about Tisha B'Av. You can learn that book, of course. You can learn the Masechta of Tanis, at the end of Tanis in the Yerushalmi, which also tells some of these Tisha B'Av type of topics, and that's totally allowed. Of course, you're allowed to learn the laws of Tisha B'Av. You're going to be allowed to watch the Daily Devar Halacha, where I'm going to tell you something about Tisha B'Av. You're allowed to learn the laws of mourning in general on the day of Tisha B'Av, and that's basically your list of the things you're allowed to learn. Now, we don't greet people in the morning with, "Hey, how you doing? What's up? Good morning." All those kind of greetings we do, they're called Sheila Shalom. We don't do those kind of greetings on the day of Tisha B'Av, and that's because we're in a state of mourning. If somebody doesn't know that law and he gives you a big fat greeting and he says, "Hey, what's up?" and you're like, here's what you don't do. What you don't do is you don't say to him, "You idiot, it's Tisha B'Av, you're not allowed to greet me." That'll embarrass him and it'll make things much worse. What you should probably do is just give him like a soft nod, which will make him realize that his delivery was too energetic and you're toning it down, and it won't embarrass him. Hopefully that's the proper way to respond to someone who overly greets you on the day of Tisha B'Av. It's not a day for sending gifts to anybody else. It's just not a gift-giving day, so don't send gifts unless it's a poor person who desperately needs something from you. Then you're allowed to give that to him on the day of Tisha B'Av. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.